Well, good afternoon, everybody. John here with 10-4, the Studio 10-4 weekly update. It's a special edition on a Wednesday afternoon. Give everybody a chance that's going to tune in a little bit of time to come in. Those of you that are already in with us, thanks for joining. Just a few things I want to get caught up on. Of course, earlier this week, the worldwide outage on social media, trying to put a damper on 10-4 day. I mean, our holiday, and look what happened. We couldn't even celebrate with y'all because we had no way to say happy 10-4 day. So, yeah, what a crazy deal, huh? It's amazing when things like that happen and you find out how connected you are to certain things that you just had no idea. 20 years ago, somebody said, yeah, there's going to be this funny thing on your phone. It's called Facebook or Instagram. And incidentally, anything Facebook went down on Monday, whatever it was, anything. It didn't matter. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, they were all down. And then they slowly started coming back towards the afternoon here in the West Coast. And when it did, mobile apps and things like that started coming up. The last thing to finally get full function was our desktop versions, which I use all the time to put everything out that we share. So anyway, happy 10-4 day to everybody. I hope you guys had a good one. We sure did. I mean, even though we had to fight with our main outlet of information, which is social media, to get the word out, I hope you guys were already celebrating and enjoying it and having a good time. Man, it has been a busy end to September and right on into October. We just kind of got our momentum going and never let up. We started out, of course, in Red Bluff with the Frenchy's Truckers Jamboree up there. And then we rolled right on into Truckin For Kids and literally got done with that and had about a day or two between coming home and time to leave again to head out to GBATS, Guilty by Association Truck Show 2021. And it was I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'm telling you, that from the heart. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. We had a great time seeing folks and spending time out on the road, out with the show, each of them doing, which each of them is a little different. In fact, they're a lot different, to be honest with you. I mean, you had Frenchy's was a first time go around for those guys up there, and they did a great job. Congratulations to them. Truckin For Kids, 2-day event. Saturday is our charity fundraiser that 10-4 puts on for the Saturday night barbecue. We sell plates for a minimum donation of $10 per person, and all that money goes right back to Truckin For Kids, and they divvy it up amongst wherever it's needed. So, and this particular year, I'm proud to say I think we came close to around $3,000. Miss Julia in the house, and Jim Stoltz, good to have you on board. Miss Jean Asuji, who is Mama Jean to us, Chief Operations of Manager of HR. Inside joke. You had to have been there. But hi, Gene. Good to see you. Always tuning in, keeping us honest, and giving us feedback so that we can keep a good quality show, you guys out there. Michael, good to have you on there. Dan, the man in the house, and it's $3,200, $3,200 got donated back to Truckin For Kids, and that is raised by the efforts of everybody involved who put a hand in on cooking that meal Saturday night. And that's Dan and Shan and myself and Glenn Cassidy. And Dan, help me out if I'm forgetting anybody out there that came in and had something to do with that. I mean, all the kids, all of Dan's kids and their friends helping to serve it up. Gene, of course, in there helping serve it up. Yeah, the list goes on. There's a lot of people that put their hands together to make that work out and happen. And it's all for a great cause. And of course, the big news of Truckin For Kids this year was that we announced, 10-4 Magazine announced that it is the proud owners of Truckin For Kids, the show now. So next year we will be presenting Trucking For Kids and doing it the 10-4 way. I'm sure there's going to be some changes. I'm sure there's going to be everything that's great staying and sticking around. Hopefully, the great volunteers that have been around all these years stick with us and help us get through these upcoming years that we have ahead of us. Great bunch of folks, and of course, thanks to Frank and Diane Pangburn for all the many years that they put in to get to 40 years, which is what we celebrated this past show here at Truckin For Kids. So want to also thank all of our presenting sponsors at Truckin For Kids. You guys are awesome. Commercial Tire, Diesel Emissions and Exhaust, Lincoln Chrome. And I know I'm forgetting one. I hadn't planned on thanking everybody there. Evans, I think, was in there. Maybe Evans was in there. If not, they're going to get credit anyways. And Dickerson Custom Trucks was the other one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Camila Robles, love to have a chat with you sometime and have you get a better idea of what Truckin For Kids really is about. But we appreciate everything that everybody does who shows up, and of course that has a booth and wants to present their products. And of course, some of these guys, man, I'll tell you, some of them put some support in that just blew everybody's minds. I gotta tell you, Fernando at Stay Loaded surprised everybody with a gallon Ziploc bag full of cash. Ultimately, I think $7,500, and he donated that. I don't think there was any knowledge of that going to happen. It just did, and that's kind of what happens at Truckin For Kids, and all that money gets generated and gets donated back to the kids in need, whether it's juvenile diabetes or other organizations that along the way that the Pangburns and the Truckin For Kids folks knew about and would help out. So we may have some new ones that we'll add in there, and we're looking forward to that and what's going to happen in 2022. So look for the announcement of when the dates will be. Once that's all figured out, we get to figure out what it means to put a show on like that and get it on the calendar and then of course gear up for it and make it happen for you all. So I hope to make it bigger, better, and just more exciting and fun than ever next year for 2022. And it's going to be about you guys again. So be out there for sure. Put it on your calendar in October. I have a feeling we're going to be around 10-4 day. I think that's kind of the goal. So, and how fitting to have Truckin For Kids on October 4th, our holiday 10-4, somewhere around that date. So look for announcements leading up to that. After Truckin For Kids, as I said, we packed it up, got back home, dusted everything off, charged everything up, packed it all back up. And in my case, I have some special packaging needed that gets my gear from California to Joplin, Missouri, and everything arrived damage free and on time at the same time that I did. And immediately that day upon arrival, it was check in, get the golf cart, get gear set up, and head over to the diesel drags that were going on Thursday night. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. We had a lot of fun bringing that event to you, brought to you by Lincoln Chrome. Thanks a lot for all the guys at Lincoln Chrome bringing that to you on Thursday night. First time that they had that diesel drag event kind of set up the way that they did. They sort of played around with that over the years in the past. It was sort of a filler, I think. Not anymore. Now it's a main deal. It's on a clay track. It's on the same track that they run the pulls on Friday night, the following night. So they kind of get it primed and ready for those guys, and then they come in there and they get those big trucks on there and sleds and tear it up and have a good time. It was a lot of fun to be there trackside and live stream it for you both nights, obviously, and exciting stuff all the way around. This year, GBATS. I hope you guys watched the live streams. Appreciate any feedback. If you got any, hey, love to hear it. Definitely want to know what's going on. Danny Kimball, what's going on, buddy? Good to have you on the show. I see you're in there now. And congratulations to everybody at the Mayberry show that just happened last weekend. We did have our own contributor, Stephanie Haas, on site down there covering for us. And we'll look forward to seeing all the pictures and story that Stephanie will provide us on the upcoming show report for the Mayberry show. Looks like it was a very, very big success all the way around. So congratulations to all you folks for all that you did to make that show happen. As I said, we weren't there, so Uh, Personally, myself, Dan, and the usual Team 10-4 folks. So we did have Stephanie out there covering for us, and she does a great job. So thanks, Steph, for stepping in and doing what you do and doing it well, making us all look good. Again, back to GBATS. The bar has been raised, and I certainly said that, in our interview with Brian on Monday that we did, and it was, the kind of the exit interview, the final interview of the weekend. How did everything go? Interview, and you know, uh, we didn't set a record on the convoy, but that's okay. Money was plentiful, and that all goes to Special Olympics back there, and it's a lot of fun. Again, we live streamed the truck convoy. Uh, we found a spot, Dan and I, that we thought would give you the best angle and look of everybody coming in. The way this was this year, it was a different setup, and the trucks came in off of a 2-lane road, turned right, and then they kind of broke them up. They would divert them to the right or the left, but they had 4 lanes to fill up ahead that were actually right behind us where we were live streaming from, which I'll tell you was just it shows how smart we were, because we ended up being at the end of the line. I mean, literally the last truck parked was J&L, and they parked right in front of us, and it was kind of like a little party on as soon as those guys showed up, because we're all friends, and we got to hang out and chat and get caught up. But that was the end of the convoy, and then after that, turned everything off, canceled, killed the live stream that we had going, started a new one. But unfortunately, as it turns out, sometimes you just can't get a good signal, and we couldn't. So, in order to fulfill the obligations that we have to our advertisers and to you, our followers, I went ahead and made 2 recordings, one of which we already premiered last week. I have the second one completed, and we're going to premiere that pretty quick here, either tomorrow or Friday. I'm thinking tomorrow, and that will be the walk back through the trucks, 4 rows wide, of all the trucks lit up in the convoy on Saturday night in Joplin, Missouri. So they changed the location from where it used to be downtown to another location off the main strip of the downtown area. And we streamed from the downtown area before and had no problem. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the same way where we were at on that Saturday night. Even less trucks too. So it really must have been just a bad area, dead zone for the signal, unfortunately, and ended up having to record it. So you guys will see part 2. The first part was walking up from the rear of the convoy all the way to the front. We made it almost all the way to the front. Let me tell you something. I filmed 2 segments, almost 20 minutes each. Now, the compressed version on the first one that you guys saw, it compressed it down to 14 minutes, but it started out a 20-minute video. So I'm going to try to do this next one without compression and just let it be a full size video, and that way you'll see the whole thing. But it took us 40 minutes to walk from one end to the other. That's my point in this. 40 minutes. That's how long it was. I think Brian ended up telling us it was something like 13 blocks long. So it was a long, long walk, and it was a lot of trucks lit up. There was a lot going on, some of which we never really saw because we got to a point where we thought we were kind of right at the front at the very end. And I think we pretty much made it to the very end. And then there was a lot of vendors after that had all the food and the stages and the music and, different things going on. But all in all, an incredible show. From the diesel drags on Thursday night all the way to the convoy and light show on Saturday night. Of course, the Lucas truck pulls on Friday night that Lucas Oil put on. Just nothing but a lot of fun and done very well. Congratulations to Four State Trucks, Chrome Shop Mafia, Brian, Martin, and family, all of you and your team. Job well done. We hope we can do as well with Truckin For Kids. You guys have definitely give us something to shoot for. That's for sure. It was an incredible production all the way around. Place was filled up. The weather was beautiful, incredible weather. I mean, you think of Joplin, Missouri, or any place kind of in the Midwest, and you think of heat and humidity. That just wasn't the case. It was beautiful summer weather, moderate heat, no humidity, just perfect all the way around. Couldn't ask for a better situation. So we appreciate the weather gods giving us a break and making it so that we could do what we had to do. We had our booth set up. selling lots of shirts. We have actually 3 unique new shirts out that we hope you guys will take a look at. Go to the Stay Loaded site and you can buy directly from Stay Loaded any of the 10-4 shirts that they have available in inventory right now. We did a pretty good job of getting all of our shirts that we brought out. I think we sold most of them. So congratulations to everybody out there that ended up in one of our shirts. And I'll tell you something, it was a sight to see so many people walking around wearing some version of a 10-4 shirt. And there was a lot of them out there. The one I'm wearing right now, this is a classic, the classic tribal version. This probably, oh geez, Dan would probably know. I'm guessing, is that even from the 2000s, Dan, or is this a late 90s or early 2000s? I don't know, but it's been around a while and one of my favorites. So, and that's kind of the cool thing of all the different 10-4 shirts out there, man. You know what? There's a new one every year. Maybe there's more. This current year, we've come out with 3. So, hope you guys get one of yours and have one for yourself. Also, the magazine, of course, new edition of the magazine is out. We have 2 more to go, November, December. So looking forward to 2021 closing out. Can't even believe it's that. Can't even believe that's what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, it's going to happen probably circa 2010, huh, Dan? Okay, yeah, that sounds like, But look how great it should. Here's the fun thing about this is some of these I had, and some of them Big E sent me when I signed on to 10-4. He sent me a care package when I first signed on back in 2017. And it was just loaded up with 10-4 gear, shirts and different stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. So got me caught up. And I love all the old shirts and it's fun to wear them, especially when people are like, where can I get that one? Well, you could have got it when we did it back in whenever it was. So all right, guys. Listen, I also want to take a moment right now to do something special because I'll tell you something. GBATS was not an easy show to do. It was a lot of work, and there's a lot of thanks that need to go out. And right now, I want to take a moment, and I want to take this moment and thank our sponsors, Lincoln Chrome, for sponsoring the diesel drags on Thursday night. They alone did that. They're a gold sponsor. Appreciate you guys. Anything Chrome, pretty much anything Chrome, bumpers, exhaust, visors, and more, Lincoln Chrome. Be sure and check them out at lincolnchrome.com. Dickerson Custom Trucks. They sponsored Friday and Saturday. They are a presenting sponsor. And what we did with our presenting sponsors is we gave them an opportunity to present the show both days if they wanted, or a single day, whatever they wanted. If they bought that day, that they were a presenting sponsor, and they were one of 4 sponsors for the day. Dustin Dickerson and his shop, they're not just custom truck builders. First of all, they've been on the cover. Dustin has in 2021 with Bob Bogle Truck in August, and then November 2013. You can go back in the archives and check that one out. But beautiful Blue Peterbilt pulling a beautiful polished end dump. But the services at their shop include, and I'm going to read them all off to you guys because I think you need to know this: new truck upfitting of stainless or painted accessory of all kinds, general truck maintenance. And this is the thing that's important. You guys need your trucks worked on? Check it out. Go over there and get it done. General truck maintenance, DOT inspections, preventative maintenance items, mechanical work, including engine rebuilds and swaps, collision repair, parts installation, custom fabrication, including light bars, panels, deck plates, blind mount, fender brackets, cab, sleeper panels, breather light panels, and so much more. Custom interior pieces and custom paint work, including complete truck repaint. Dickerson Custom Trucks.com. Check them out. They are a great business, good people. We love our 10-4 marketing partners, and definitely Dustin and his family. Fantastic folks. Pittsburgh Power, pittsburghpower.com, max mileage fuel catalyst, sponsored Friday, high performance diesel engines since 1977, and so much more. Now, I hope you guys were able, some of you, to check out their truck show that they had on October 2nd. That was held over at the Long Haul Custom Detailing, and that was in Saxonburg, Pennsylvania on October 2nd. Hopefully Bruce and the guys had a good show. My understanding is they were going to get around 200 people out there, 200 trucks out there. So I'm imagining they must have had a great show. Of course, they're a sponsor and have been with 10-4 for many, many years. Appreciate you, Bruce Mallinson, and the folks at Pittsburgh Power. max mileage fuel catalyst. Keep up to date with the latest news from Pittsburgh Power. Read about the newest tech tips, owner-operator stores, and what is new around the shop. You can also revisit previous magazine articles written by Bruce Mallinson in the 10-4 archives. So Bruce, of course, is a contributor to 10-4 if you ever want to check it out. He has a great article up this month, lightweighting and more. So check it out. There's always good information and stuff to be learned from Bruce and his team. Stay Loaded Apparel, of course. Stay Loaded is the official apparel provider for 10-4 magazine. Want to thank the guys at Stay Loaded for everything that they do, supplier of coolest shirts, hats, hoodies, etc. And again, the official supplier of 10-4 magazine. Stay Loaded was a premier sponsor both Friday and Saturday. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Roll On Customs, Saturday sponsor. They were a presenting sponsor on Saturday. High quality, solid aluminum lug nut covers and truck accessories, breather bars, light brackets, PDI ECM tuning, watermelon lights, and personal engraving. If it's cool and it's custom, Roll On has it. Thanks again, guys, over at Roll On. They build some of the most beautiful billet aluminum truck accessories. Of course, their lug nut covers are famous and well known around the circuits in the country. One of their, I think, first items that they came out with, and if it wasn't the first item, it's the one that probably made them famous. So, congratulations and thank you for being a premier presenting sponsor on Saturday at GBATS. Evans Detailing, of course, everybody knows Evan. Evan sells detailing and metal polishing products to professionals and the average at-home detailer, do-it-yourselfer, everything from wash products to sealants and buffs, rouge, and even cool apparel. Check them out at goshineon.com. One more that I want to thank, and this is one of our bigs, along with Lincoln Chrome, who sponsored a single event on Thursday night, is Minimizer. Minimizer.com. Minimizer has made some of the best heavy-duty truck products for years: plastic fenders, toolboxes, tool trays, and other heavy-duty accessories. And not in the script, which is kind of interesting, is their mattresses and seats, which have just become a huge seller out there. If you guys have never seen any of their equipment, go to Minimizer.com. Seats and mattresses are a big seller at Minimizer. I mean, comfortable, guaranteed, safe, sanitary, clean, everything about these products that you would put in your cab. It's stuff that I would want in my cab. Definitely, if I had a sleeper, I'd get a mattress from them. They're a good product. Minimizer products are tested and tortured for the toughest people in the toughest industry. Check them out at Minimizer.com. The cool thing about their website, and I keep saying this, it's got two choices: in the truck, on the truck. What do you want? Do you want something that goes in the truck, or do you want something that goes on the truck? Click on whatever you want, wherever you want to go. It's there for you. And available. And they make some cool stuff too, guys. They're not just like a vocational industrial truck manufacturer, parts manufacturer. They got a lot of cool stuff out there too. So check them out, Minimizer.com. Thank you for being a presenting sponsor and special event sponsor for Saturday night. They brought you the Saturday night lights at Joplin GBAT. So again, super to have them on board. Super to have you guys here. Appreciate them. And then without them, there's no way to do the show. That's just the way it goes. Somebody's got to help pay for this stuff. We don't charge for the magazine. You get a new magazine every month. It's free wherever you can pick it up at, unless you get a subscription. And if you don't have one and you want one, go to the website and get one. It's real simple. It's $50 a year, 12 issues, one edition per month. It'll be mailed to you in a clear plastic sleeve. So it'll be nice and clean and perfect, just the way it came off the press. In fact, the printer mails them out from their location down in Southern California. So, all right, guys. I had some other stuff, but I'm going to save some for Friday, because I am going to come back Friday and do another show. I appreciate the heck out of you guys tuning in. Thank you for all of our sponsors. Thanks for everything you guys all do. Hey, David Bryson, thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, Roll On Customs, Amy and Brandon Wright in Tulare, California. And that's the kind of cool thing about our people we work with. We know them all. They're not just a company. There's people attached to these businesses that we work with, and we hope that a lot of you guys get to know them as well. If you're at the shows, you're going to meet these guys, and they're the people that we work with directly. I can tell you at GBATS, we had some fun with the Lincoln Chrome guys and some of the folks that were hanging out around them. Mike and I always mess up his last name because I can't remember it now. Dan, help me out. Mike with the autism truck. Mike Manuel. Thank you. Saved myself there. Mike Manuel had some special adult beverages for us, and we shared some of that over the Lincoln booth. And I'll tell you, it's just a fun get together. It was so great to be able to get together at all these shows that we did. The ones that I was at, the ones that everybody else went to that I didn't go to. We all had good times all year long. We're kind of wrapping things up this year. Going to be down there in Southern California for one last show, and that will be. And of course, you can go over to our calendar and check them out. California Trucking Show on October 16th and 17th. I believe Tim and April Sieben will be down there at that show representing. And that's kind of going to be the last one for us. Now, already on our calendar, though, is the Florida Trucking Show coming up February 19th and 20th, 2022. Now, coincidentally, that Florida Trucking Show is put on by the same folks that do the California Trucking Show. So they already know what they're doing. They know where they're going and what's happening. I'm looking forward to when we get ourselves all straightened out and we know when we're going to be putting ourselves together for God, I lost my train of thought there, for Truckin For Kids 2022. So, okay, I'm out of breath. I'm out of time, and I'm out of information for now. I'll see you guys on Friday. I appreciate the heck out of you tuning in. Thank you so much. I was going to give you a little bit of just a short flash of the first video that we posted, but you guys can go in and check it out. It is the one I'm talking about is the Saturday Night Lights, brought to you by Minimizer from GBATS. Go over there, check that out, give us a like. And one thing final that I got to tell you guys, make sure, and listen, this isn't just a 10-4 thing. Make sure that when you are on our page on Facebook and Instagram, both, hit the follow button. And Facebook especially, because if you do not, Facebook is doing away with the like button. So you may have come in at one point and hit the like button on our page and think you're going to follow the page. If all you've ever hit was like and not adjusted the following settings to make sure that you're following the page, it's going to kick you from the page and you're going to miss out when we go live. You're going to miss out on the posts that we do every day, all the good information, the calendar, events, everything that we post up and share that we always have over the years. So make sure you hit that button, hit that follow button. Dale Boca Leone, what's up, my buddy? So I love it. You know, these another gentleman met up there in Red Bluff. Obviously, a great show follower, been here since we kind of started this thing off, and got to meet him up there in Red Bluff at Frenchy's Jamboree, which incidentally, that show is coming back too. So Frenchy's Jamboree Part 2 will be happening, and I hope to see all of you guys, all next year at all the great shows. First show up for me, I'm going to say it already, Louisville in March, for Mid-America Truck Show and the Paul K. Young Truck Beauty Championship. And we'll be there for that live streaming, I'm sure. Right now, we're just going to take a breath between now and then and catch everything up. We'll still be doing the show every Friday night, so look forward to seeing you this Friday night. You guys be sure and tune in 6 p.m. right here. Till then, I'll catch you later. Keep the shiny side up. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the heck out of you. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks a lot. We'll see you.